access to these funds. Thank you.
Commissioner, you have the floor.
Thank you, President, and thank you to the members who have asked questions. In fact, one of them, the last one, will come up in 2 questions, I think, hence. So perhaps if the member will allow me, I'll respond to it at that stage. I think it's important to emphasise the political point that we do need an interinstitutional agreement with regard to the operation of the EU research programmes. And that's why we're working very closely with the 2 committees in the Parliament concerned, with the ITRE committee and the Budgetary Control Committee, and also, of course, together with the Court of Auditors, to put in place a common policy concerning these very important matters. I think the rules that will govern the workings of our EU research programmes have to be clearly defined and, very importantly, have to be consistent. I think that our applicants to the research programmes, whether they are third-level educational institutions, research centres or private sector companies, must know exactly how our EU research-funded initiatives are going to operate in a very practical sense for them. So I accept entirely that, and that's why we have a policy in the Commission, is simplification, communication, which is now under negotiation and discussion very strongly, because we realise that we need to simplify even more the policies that we have in this area, because simplifying those programmes is a key political priority for us, for me and for the Commission as a whole, and we need to work in a very clear, determined manner and in partnership with the Parliament to be able to achieve that further simplification. On the ITER question, ITER is an issue that has plagued us in a way, certainly not just this Commission but the previous Commission, and it is an issue that needs a comprehensive response. A proposal has been made by the Commission. That proposal is under discussion. I am very much aware of the feeling in the Parliament in relation to where the financing comes from in relation to ITER, but it is a project that is groundbreaking, that can bring incredible benefits not just to Europe but to the world as a whole if it is successful. It is also a project that just doesn't involve the EU, as you know, but indeed is a project in which we have international partners. So we are working very carefully and very strongly and coherently with our international partners to be able to move this project forward, and I have no doubt that we will be able to do that with your cooperation and your support. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. As I said from the outset, we're under some pressure of time, and I'm going to move at 8:15 to questions to Mr. Hahn. And I fear, Mr. Kelly, we will not get to your question 36, or indeed to successive questions thereafter, which is number